Hey guys, it's Ankit Kumar and welcome to a brand new series of React hooks. In this introductory video, we are going to learn about what and why of React hooks. In the next videos, we will jump into code and we will see how React hooks help us in writing code. So let's start. Before starting this video, I'm assuming that you already know basics of React. And what I mean of basics of React is class components, functional components, props, and states. What are hooks? Hooks are new addition in React 16.8 and above, and they let you use state and other React features without writing a class. For example, state of the component. So state of the component can be used without writing class if we are using React hooks. Why hooks? React team has found three problems on React, and to solve those problems, React hook were generated. So three problems were reusing logics, giant components, and confusing classes. Let's see these three reasons of hooks in detail. Classes can confuse both people and machine. Classes can be a larger barrier to learning React. If you are already familiar with JavaScript, then you have to understand how this keyword work in JavaScript, which is totally different from different other languages. We need to remember to bind our event handlers in classes. If we miss by chance to bind our event handlers, our code will suck. Classes don't minify well and make hot reloading unreliable in React. It's hard to reuse stateful logic between components. React doesn't offer a way to attach reusable behavior to a component. Although there are solutions for that, like higher order components and render props try to solve this, but require to restructure components, which makes code harder to follow. If you look at typical React application in React Dev Tool, you will likely find a wrapper hell of components surrounded by different layers of providers, consumers, higher order functions, render props, and other abstractions. Complex components become hard to understand in React. Maintenance of components started out simple but grew into an unmanageable mesh of stateful logic and side effects. Each lifecycle method often contains a mix of unrelated logic. For example, component might perform some data fetching in component did mount and component did update. Same component did mount method might also contain some unrelated logic that sets up event listener, with cleanup performed in component will unmount. Hooks came to solve these three problems. There will be no breaking changes in existing React. So it's completely opt-in. If you want to use React hook, it's up to you. If you don't want to use React hooks, you can still use your class component and existing way of using React. It's 100% backward compatible, available in 16.8.0 version and higher version of React. Classes will not be removed or replaced from React. You can't use hooks inside a class component. Hooks provide API to use your existing knowledge of React in a better way. There are two thumb rules of hooks. You can call hooks only at the top level. Don't call hooks inside loops, conditions, or nested functions. Always use hooks at the top level of a React function. Call your hooks only from React functions. Call hooks from React function components. Call hooks from custom hooks, and we will cover custom hooks in this video series. Thank you guys, that's all for today's video. In next video we are going to use state hook. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel to get the latest update. Thank you.